Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sharaglas. Nan mu Shorwa Pacha Jordawa. Hi, welcome. I'm Miriam. I'm the Afghan who cooks. And today we're going to make a cow's foot soup. And it consists of traditionally, and again, I'm only talking tradition, okay? I'm not talking how I'm going to do it today. Of the head and the feet of a lamb. Sometimes entrails as well, okay? We're not doing that. We're going to make it with cow. They had lamb's foot. It looked a little pathetic and puny because it's a lamb. And I wanted something a little more substantial, so we're going to use cow foot. I am going to use an Instant Pot today because traditionally, again, this is a long, slow-cooked meal. A lot of people these days use a pressure cooker because they exist. It's a lot faster. I'm going to use Instant Pot. They were kind enough, Instant Pot was kind enough to send me this. It's the newest Whisper Quiet Instant Pot if you're afraid of pressure cookers. This looks like it has a lot of built-in safety features. I have this on saute right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add my oil, 2 tablespoons of oil that I have in here. It's 2 tablespoons of oil. The cow foot is pretty fatty. It's all just marrow and fat and a lot of gelatinous deliciousness. Now here I have 2 onions that I've chopped. Earlier today I made stuffing because it is Thanksgiving. You're not going to get to see this on Thanksgiving, but I am making this for Thanksgiving. And I have carrot, onion, and celery that I also chopped up for my stuffing. Again, not traditional, but I am going to add it to my Shorwa y Pacha to add a little bit of bulk to the actual and flavor to the broth. Here I have 6 cloves of garlic. Feel free to use more or less depending on your own taste. I have some ground coriander that I just put in my own mortar and pestle and I ground up, cumin and turmeric. Oh my God, that smells so good already. That's all marrow in there and jelly and fat. That's it. It's all gonna melt apart and you're gonna have this wonderful broth, really rich, unctuous, delicious. I washed this really, really well. It's completely washed. I soaked it, I washed it, I soaked it, I washed it. That's starting to smell wonderful. And now I'm gonna add in my cow feet. This is just 1 foot, by the way. This is 1. It's 1, I had him cut it. Originally I asked for 4 because I thought that they were gonna be small. And the butcher, who is amazing, by the way, was just like, I think you only need 1. We want all of this to cook for just a few minutes so we can cover it in all of this goodness, spices, carrot, the onion, the garlic. Now, of course, I have namak, I have salt, marga. All right, and I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon. And then we're gonna taste it, right, once it's finished, and then we're gonna adjust. Apparently the brain of the lamb is delicious. I did not eat it when I was in Dubai. My mom never cooked this. I don't think that she ever went to a butcher and bought cow foot or lamb's foot. And I think that the reason why is because growing up in America as Afghans in the 70s and the 80s, we didn't have access to halal meat, number 1. It was not prevalent. So if you could get kosher, that was great. If not, you just said Bismillah and made do. And second of all, I mean, even back then you couldn't get oxtail, okay? If you don't know this, right? Now, like oxtail is big, you know, you can get all kinds of fish and everything else, but back then it wasn't like that. Back in my day, I walked 2 miles, when I walked 10 miles uphill both ways in the snow with no shoes to get to school. So this was not something that I grew up eating. A lot of these dishes that I make for you, I didn't grow up eating, but I have seen it on menus, in Afghan restaurants, in some of these books that you can find on my website, on my Amazon shop. Interestingly enough, again, there are lots of places that lay claim to this particular dish. Bulgaria, which also says that it was the founder of yogurt and krut. They also have this dish. A lot of Eastern Europe has this dish. Central Asia, this dish is incredibly, incredibly popular. I'm gonna add 6 cups of water. And then to this, not traditional, but I have a bouillon cube. This has got a cow on it. And then again, not traditional, because traditionally, Afghans don't use a lot of spices in their food. I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves to this. Some black pepper. The beauty of the bouillon cube is it also has MSG. So it will make it. Now we're gonna put the top on this. So I figured it out. I really like how this looks. I like how sleek it is. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I got it. The Instant Pot is fairly intuitive. I put it on for 40 minutes and we'll come back. Look at that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give it a little try so I can see if it needs any more salt. It needs a lot more salt. It's incredible. The one thing that I did neglect to add to it were the chickpeas, but they're already cooked, so I can just throw those in there. If you think your family won't be into it, don't tell them what it's made from, okay? Now we're just gonna serve it up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the bell notification so you know every time we make a new video. Leave a comment. We like it when you do that. And my God, you're already here. Why have you not subscribed? We have amazing Afghan cuisine, both traditional and new. And we also have controversy in the comments. You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok at Afghan Cooks. Until next time.